What's up YouTube, Siegfried True Lane, and recently I posted up a Xiao build. I feel today it is time to present my Xiao Raiden Burst team, so I will see you guys just in a bit to explain how this team works. What's up YouTube, Siegfried True Lane here, and today we are coming back with you with a Xiao Raiden team build. If you didn't check my video out before, I did make a new Xiao build using the Shimasawa artifact set, which I feel is really good for him. But this video, I want to display a team that I use to run Xiao and Raiden together. Now, I know the best meta is going to be Raiden with Bennett, Diona, and probably another cryo user or another electro user. But the thing is this, guys. If you're like me, you're going to play the characters you like to play. You're going to play the characters that you invest in. And I invested in Zhongli. And so I want to use Zhongli. And the big issue with Zhongli, right, is the fact that his ultimate is only 40. And her at Constellation 0, which is where I have her, kind of requires 380 units. So what has to pretty much happen now is that I have to be able to get off 2 ultimates, okay? I have to be able to get off 2 ultimates in order to get my max amount of damage done. So the ultimates we're going to be going for is actually going to be Kazuha, right? These are the ultimates we're actually going to be working on getting out of the way as quick as possible. And the reason why is because he's 60, so he's pretty good actually. Honestly, he's perfect for it. What we're going to be doing actually is we're going to be running a high energy recharge build, but with enough EM to get a good amount of boosted damage up. Sorry, I was trying to think of it. So what we need to actually run is we're actually going to be running this one right here. Sorry, this one. And the reason we're going to be running this is because it's going to give us 596 elemental mastery. And that's actually going to buff up our electro damage by 23, almost 24%. But more importantly, that's going to put our energy recharge at about 160%. So the higher energy recharge, the better. I mean, we could honestly change some of these over too. Like, for example, if I had a piece here that had high energy recharge, would probably be a better piece. Let's just take a... Let's see. We definitely need to have this set up, so we need to take a look here. But I don't think we really have a good one here that's going to reduce energy. Actually, we know this one. So the big issue with this is there's no EM on it. So what would this put us at? This would put us at about 515. Which puts us at 20%. So this is actually going to give us a 20% energy... a 20% elemental recharge, sorry, a 20% electro damage buff, but it is going to get our energy recharge up to 165%, meaning that we're going to be able to get a much faster ultimate. Now, as you can see here, we're running a 2-piece Wanderer set and a 2-piece Severed Fate set. This is for the mastery and the energy recharge. He is simply a ultimate battery, pretty much, is his point, and a buffer. We're using him full on support. We could honestly use a weapon as well. We could switch to an energy recharge, an elemental mastery button if we wanted to, or an energy recharge weapon. But for the time being, we're going to go ahead and... Actually, this would actually be pretty good if you think about it. Oof. We might actually try this. Let's... What would that put his energy recharge? I'm just thinking, man, we might actually try that. Nah. No, I don't like that loss in crit. I do like to see him crit. He does need to do some damage because he can do some damage. So pretty much he's built for buffing and ultimates. Again, we need the ultimate rush for her, so he needs to get those 2 ultimates pretty quickly. Xiao, of course, if you've seen his set, he's running the Shimenawa set. This spear is much better than people say it is and people realize. This spear gives you the 49.6 attack percent boost, but then it gives you another 40%. Like, this spear, when you're running Zhongli, is really good. It's better than the Homa. It's better than Spear of Homa. That's for sure. Staff of Homa. I've tested that out, and I've seen a difference in damage. Not a great difference, but a difference. And what makes a greater difference is that Zhongli loses it, and Zhongli needs it more. Well, as for the Jade Staff, I don't have it yet. The Jade Spear, I don't have it yet, so I don't know. I do look forward to testing that out and seeing which is better. Raiden, of course, is being built for her elemental burst damage and her electro damage. As you can see here, she has high energy recharge as well as the pretty high electro damage bonus. She should hit an easy she'll easily hit over 150% electro damage during her ultimate and about 142% during regular non-ultimate times, thanks to Kazuha. And then, of course, we have Zhongli, who is our shielder and healer, who's also going to make the enemies take 20% more damage due to his resistance buff. So let's take a quick look at the setup real quick of this damage rotation to show how it's going to work. Now, I love doing damage rotations. If you've ever seen my Final Fantasy XIV videos, I love theory crafting. So let's go ahead and just take a look at this, and we're going to go over it. Over here we have the key, we have the skill rotation, as well as the energy they're going to get. Now, the only person that I've really calculated for energy is actually going to be Kazuha, and only up to the amount of energy that he needs to get his second ultimate. So, as you can see, right here we have Zhongli's E, which is going to last for 20 seconds. I have the timer here of it. Raiden's ultimate, which will only be used if we needed to recharge ultimates. If we don't need to recharge the ultimate, we're probably not going to use it. Raiden's E at this point, which is used for, of course, the energy we're going to get alongside the electro damage. I need to put a little asterisk by this one, to be honest. Let's do that real quick. We're going to put a little asterisk by this name. This one, I need to put a little asterisk here. Because whether or not you use this is going to be kind of usually in your second rotation, not your first. Then we have Kazuha's E, followed by an ultimate, followed by an E. Again, my Kazuha is Constellation 1, so he has the ability to reset his E. This is going to give us 6 Anemo energy right off the bat, along with that energy swirl, increasing Raiden's electro damage by 20%. Next, we have Zhongli's shield, followed by 2 Xiao E's and his ultimate, and another E in the middle of his ultimate. His ultimate should only last for about 12 seconds, at which point we'll switch back to Kazuha's E one more time to refresh the electro stacks, and then his ultimate, followed by Zhongli's shield, then Raiden's ultimate. This is in theory how it should work. The overall rotation should take 28 seconds. So if our timing is correct, we should get her ultimate off before the initial ultimate attack. Her combo will not be affected by it, so it doesn't matter if it runs off during the combo. Overall, it's a 28-second combination. We should have enough with the increase in energy recharge on Kazuha. We should have enough energy to fully run this so that Kazuha has his ultimate backup in time. The biggest part of this is to make sure Kazuha has his ultimate back up in time to go straight to his ultimate, so we're not delaying anything. We also need to go rebuild their ultimate, so we're going to go over here real quick and rebuild the ultimates real fast. Once all the ultimates are full, we are going to go into the combat. And the easiest way to rebuild this ultimate is through Raiden's E. We don't really do a lot of damage because we're just doing it to rebuild the ultimate. There's Kazuha's ready to go. There's Zhongli's ready to go. There we go. There's his. Alright, everyone's ultimate's ready to go. Let's go ahead and go back to our area. So we're going to do a test rotation on this boss here, mostly because he stays still. There are no cutscenes. And he has decently high defense, so he won't burn right away. On almost any boss that stands still, they're going to die before I get halfway through Kazuha's ultimate rotation. I'm sorry, Xiao's ultimate rotation. Now, one thing about Xiao's, which I don't know if you've noticed, but if you did, I'm only going to run it for about 12 seconds max, maybe even less. Honestly, maybe even only 10. And the reason why is to ensure that I have all my buffs up when I switch over to Kazuha to keep up the electro damage buff. This also ensures that I don't lose the shield and I don't lose Kazuha to getting hit by something, Xiao to getting hit by something annoying. So I'm not going to use this burst the full amount of damage time. But honestly, I don't need to. So here we go. Start with the shield. Raiden's E. Wait here a second. Get that energy. There we go. Zhongli's E. Double Xiao. You want to switch off at around 10 seconds. Okay, we're just about a second too short here. We were about just a second too short. We were very close on that timing. Back to you. Back to you. And as you see, we would have had actually probably Zhao's E up, ready to go. And it would have been rolled pretty well. Yeah, so that would have rolled pretty well. As you can see, the bosses die pretty quickly. That was without actually having her E burst, her ultimate bursted by her E in the beginning. But this is pretty much the team that I'm going to be running. Is it the best team? No, but I like to run teams that I enjoy. I don't like Bennett. I think he's a dumb character. I invested in Zhongli. Xiao is a character I really liked. I think Xiao's a favorite. So if you're looking to run Xiao and Raiden together, I think this is a good team for that. They just burn things together. When you're not using Xiao's burst, you're pretty much going to be using Raiden's burst, if not using Kaza and Zhongli's massive bursts. And Zhongli has some very massive bursts. I mean, this guy's going to hit. This guy hits like a truck. He really does. 212% crit damage, 59% crit rate, 31% crit. Sorry, max HP. Not to mention you have his staff, which increases his damage as well, giving him a double. See, this staff is really good for Zhongli. The reason I use this staff on Zhongli is it's a double boost for Zhongli, because he's going to get the HP boosts, which is going to increase his attack thanks to the staff, but also thanks to his own talent right here. He's going to get more damage because of his HP scales his damage. So Zhongli gets a double scaling with this staff. If you're not using this staff with Zhongli, man, I don't know what you're doing. He gets a double scaling. He's better scaling than any other character. This is definitely one of his best staffs. With that said, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to catch me live, I do stream on Twitch usually 2 or 3 times a week. Secret Lane, signing out.